Ba-da-da. Okay, that was Echo back studio mode stream. Hi, I think everything's being covered. Yeah, good, good, good. Not enabled. Okay. Hi everyone. Yeah, I just got thanks for the jump scare. Immediately come in and get jump scared by chat. That I am the Twitch flash. I outsped the notification. Yeah, you were extremely fast. I think I just pressed the button and you were already in chat and ready. Trigger finger at the ready. Ah. Ah. There. How are you doing? I know we briefly chatted earlier, but had a good day. Hopefully. Okay, we start off with a fight. So far, yes. Okay. Well, let's make sure it stays that way. Oh, immune to prone. I should have known that. So far, yes. Do I really want to start stream with a rant of my own? Nah, I can stay a little bit more positive. Or I can, or if the rant is entertaining, maybe I might go ahead and pop off. I just waited for stream today. Have no idea why I was so excited for it. Ooh, well, maybe you had a really good gut feeling because I've set up something. There's something. I mean, I've set up two things, and I may give you a small teaser with, and let fingers crossed that it actually works. Because I will be really gutted if it doesn't. Where is it? There. Ah. There. So I know I'm still only an affiliate, but okay, I might want to reposition it that a little bit later. But I have now notifications up and running. So if someone follows or raids or that's pretty much it because I'm not affiliate yet, there will be a small pop-up. There. But yes, so far it's not really for that many things, but yeah, finally managed to get that going. Hold on, I might actually use the chance to position it in a little bit smarter spot. There. Oh, bugger. But yeah, that was one surprise of things that have been prepared. There, I will hopefully get around to showing another a little bit later. Wait, I can do a normal vampiric bite or an ascendant. Ooh, fancy. Stab. Oh, he does have attacks of opportunity.
have another fight. Let's go.
Zora, did you do your homework? I'm gonna steal your fridge if you didn't. Yes, I did actually get round to doing my homework, and I did actually. As soon as I started, it did slowly work out a little bit, but okay, I might actually transition into the rant in a sec. But okay, so one of my lectures for this semester is about agile working, and it's basically predominantly group work. And for the group work, we split up numerous roles and so on. And I have been so far Scrum Master, and right at the start, when we came in as a group of basically 9 people, and there aren't that many roles to pass around, we agreed we will gladly pass on, but the person who wants to take on a certain role, they have to own up. Well, what is it now? I think 2, almost 3 months later, and no one has voluntarily came after my job, basically, which I'm completely happy because I can learn the role a little bit more and also experiment a little bit and try and improve and learn from my previous mistakes and so on. And yeah, so I was really looking forward to continuing doing it so I can also improve on the mistakes that I've already done. And yeah, well, we have a coach that's supposed to help us out. And I was hoping more to kind of guide, hey, you could, when you're doing like this part of like agile working, you could have done this a little bit better, or just being, yeah, giving a little bit more like concrete feedback. But yeah, apparently this week she came along with the feedback. Oh yeah, I don't like it that you haven't been switching up roles and so on, and you should pass on the roles to each other, even though we had already agreed upon people have to be a little bit forward on that front. So after me preparing today like a bunch of stuff for my role, which was part of the homework that talked about, I got kind of like notified, sorry, but our coach seems to be not happy at all about how we've been handling it. I'll just get rid of this steel watcher. So we will have to switch up roles and so on. So part of it's been for nothing, and part of it, like looking forward to trying things out, is suddenly gone through the window, which is really annoying. And yeah, and crumbs, they are really bad at hitting, but I spoke too soon. And yeah, also the coach has been on a kind of like a kind of like a crusade to get us to work in person. And part of, if you know how agile works, part of the thing is you kind of have like a daily or weekly, which is basically a 15 or to 30-minute meeting where you just keep everyone up to date on the stuff. Well, she wants us to be there in person for 15 to 30 minutes, and that's it. And okay, I think so far no one has given her like a concrete like reasoning, hey, this is why we aren't doing it like that, and for the bigger meetings we do meet up in person. But yeah, she has infuriated me today, so yeah, a little. So I think now rant's over. A bunch of work and excitement all down the drain. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I think that's the thing that has been bothering me the most.
Still on my feet.
About the whole thing. Do I have the range? Oh yeah. Teams and Zoom exist for a reason. You don't have to meet up for every new class. Yeah, precisely. That's what I also kind of think, and especially when it's generally more informative and shorter meetings and so on. But to be fair, I think also no one from the team has really gotten around to actually giving like a coherent reasoning to her. So yeah, maybe she's maybe that's why. Wait, what the fuck?
I will not fail.
Can I? Okay, that was a weird jump. Sometimes... Uh-oh. But... Yeah, to be fair, because I was in the meeting with the team just earlier about this and so on. To be fair, the I have also immediately kind of been given another role that I kind of like doing, and that I can also, or I feel like I can improve and learn on. I basically just managing and facilitating the whole meeting and so on. So I'm still happy that I get to have a fun, interesting role and don't just get delegated as a team member. But yeah, still sad that I am kind of losing out on oh, that wasn't smart. Some people just think their methods are the only ones that matters, but people in positions of authority even more so. Yeah, I completely agree that there are just way too many people that think like that. And yeah, if ever I do, there is a possibility that, like, especially like with my studies and so on, that I might be able to climb to such a position. I have already kind of like vowed that I would never, or I will never be like that. I also always value other people's opinion, and also listen, and also always open to new ideas, because it's just absolutely ridiculous if you just think, oh yeah, my way or the highway, which is just stupid. Can I do a funny? Can I?
Seems like the best way.
Yeah, I can do a funny. As long as you're not becoming an EACO, all should be good. I'm hurt that you think that of me. I thought you would know me well enough that I absolutely hate capitalism, and would be or try and at least do the complete opposite. I'm kidding, but still, in a way, I do have. I think the reason why I do want to maybe put in the effort and actually try and climb up to like a managerial role or something like that is precisely to fight against all these like kind of stereotypes, and also like people being way too traditional in their leadership and so on, and just, hey, you can achieve way better work by respecting your co-workers. You will be way more valued. You can be way more productive that way, and so on. And yeah, let's say kind of the old way is just stupid. Wait. Okay, Twilight Sanctuary is a good idea. Let's put in... there. Zora becomes a new tyrannical overlady with her cruel work strategy of hugs. Her the universal gestures of softness. Yes. I mean, that would be kind of like the goal. Or hope so. I think the biggest issue I kind of have there is ow. I really loved my old boss for that, because she was kind of also a little bit along those lines. Uh-oh, I'm a little bit in danger. Kind of like that she would make sure that no one that really does too much overtime and so on, and also value their private life and so on. And don't sacrifice too much for work, because it's just a company. And I kind of want to take that over, but at the same time I also know that all that advice that I kind of like give in that way is just... I sometimes also don't listen to it myself, which I definitely should work on. Oh god, there's another... Okay, that was good. We both get this simple logical deduction. A happy workforce equals an efficient workforce. Precisely! The equation isn't hard. It's not rocket science. I mean, for apparently some people it is rocket science, but still.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Can I do a funny? I can do a funny.
Here goes nothing.
Zora continues with abusing a spell where she can just yeet people around. Ow! fuck you. Ow. We're taking a lot of damage. I do not like this. I really do not like this. So I hope you guys can see in the dark. Ow! They are rude. Why do they hurt so much? Not enough movement? Can I please just fly down somewhere? Okay, this is stupid. Greed surpasses all logic and empathy for many people. Profit equals God. Reminds of a quote I heard about Bernie Madoff. Who's that? You question God, but you don't question Bernie. Not completely the same, but you get what I mean. Bernie was a Wall Street... Ah! Why? Can you see into the future, Buan? I won't tell anyone, I promise, but just out of interest, Bernie was a Wall Street billionaire who helped make the first electronic stock market to the peeps. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it do feel like that a lot of the time.
Take you.
Why do you ask? Because when reading, I went down all the way to reminds of a quote I heard about Bernie Madoff, and I asked, who is Bernie Madoff? And you explain it later in the text. As if when writing it, you already predicted I would ask who that is, and then thought, oh yeah, I will quickly add that tidbit of knowledge.
Step quick.
I won't give in.
So... is this smart? Seriously, that... ah, bugger. Bugger, that didn't work how I planned. So... This fight is looking a little bit dicey, I have to say, so... Oh! Shora, hi! Welcome! Thank you for the raid. And you get to already also see what I've been up to. Hi everyone! Welcome. Welcome. I'm how was great swording? Thanks Dyslexia for the follow. So yeah, I'm Zora. And yeah, I'm at the moment in the middle of this very dicey and critical looking. Thank you Hoplin for the follow. Fight during my Evil Dirge run. And thank you Catfish for the follow. Thank you so much. So currently doing an Evil Dirge run, and it's breaking my heart, but I get to romance Evil Astarion, so that's oh my god, this fight, yeah. It's not looking good, but yeah, I get to witness Evil Astarion, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, yeah. What else did I forget? I really need to practice this more because I keep on forgetting what's important. Oh, I don't even have an action. Shit. I still have PTSD from this fight. Small confession time, I have never done this fight before because all in my other runs I kind of just avoided it or just used Gortash as cannon fodder later on. So yeah, that might also not be helping because I'm very ill prepared for this fight. Ill prepared, but I know I have a bunch of potions, so surely that's gonna be okay. Also, I don't mind the... Did I give it to the right person? Oh, and I also have no bonus action, so fuck it. But yeah, as I started this one also quite a bit, quite a while ago, it's not with the new subclasses and everything, so this is still still heavily modded with the subclasses, even though, for example, some of the subclasses will be like familiar with the from the update that came out yesterday. For example, Bladesinger on Zora, my character here. But yeah, yeah. Thank you, Shora, for the raid. So great swording went hecking good. Glad to hear. Especially, as I already mentioned, it's the second best sword in the game. And from what I saw, the like brief snippet from your stream earlier, you were doing a really good job with the greatsword. You know, yes, I did. It just got drowned out by the. I think the sword part of Switch Axe is the best weapon. Thank you for what have I done? Oh, now I feel. But
a little help, please.
I have an idea. Oh my bad, I haven't tried the Switch Axe yet in Wilds. Need to get to do that. No worries. I highly recommend it, but I'm also extremely biased. So, so yeah, I highly recommend trying out the swish axe. It's really fun, and I think it got really powerful with wilds, especially with the offset, and I think banishment is very ambitious. Mm, I'm bad at the offsets. You will get used to it. I have faith, especially you learned charge blade, so yeah, I definitely have faith that you will learn how to offset effectively. Fuck. I'm no longer in darkness. Damn it.
Prince's motivation seeking.
Wait, what is that? I'm gonna go and have some food, so be lurking. No worries, thank you again so much for the lovely raid. Go and grab yourself, what was it called? Damn it, I've recently heard like the perfect acronym for after stream care. No. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, go and grab yourself something to drink, hydrate, and I hope you enjoy your food. And yeah, thank you again so much for popping by for the raid. Hee. That was a magic trick, by the way. Suddenly he's up there, and now he's down here. Oh. And thank you, you're probably gone, but thank you for the lurk, because I forgot to say that. Oh shit, that's way too big. Ooh, this could be really good. I might be able to turn this around. Imagine I say that and instantly lose concentration. That would have been beautiful instant karma. Yeah, it's focusing on confusion. Okay. That worked out pretty well. But okay, no, that should be good. Then let's chuck this, because you're our primary healer and we can't have you kicking the bucket. No, Spirit Guardians, fuck, stupid. Critical miss. Oh well. Yeah, that was like the worst placement of Spirit Guardians. Wait. What
Clear
exploded?
explosion. The earth shuddering beneath your feet in response. It must have come from somewhere nearby. Perhaps in Grey Harbor.
What did we do? Did we fuck up? Why do people keep on coming? There. Oh, hold on. Because of our actions, a family of one of these gnomes all have their heads popped off. Or am I thinking of something else? So, because I have in mind, basically all these gnomes have these like collars. You could also imagine them very similar to either Suicide Squad or like the first Kingsman movie. Okay, that was like a head implant more. But if their like overseer doesn't like what's going on, and so they just press a button and go pop. And I feel like we just did something, and from what we a consequence of what we did was that a family's head just went boom. Luckily we are doing an evil run, so I don't have to care about the consequences on this matter. But yeah, along the lines, shit happens. I'm also a little bit confused how Zora will end up going down, but can I concentrate a Is it okay, it's an action and I don't think I can get close enough, right? No. Hehe, they are fighting each other. He died. Okay. We are turning it around. I think, yeah, if Catfish is still around, yeah, it's not as looking as bad as it did moments ago. Especially, yeah, we can get Mithara hopefully up. And
Let me strike true.
There. There. Okay. And I think we'll just try and... Because telekinesis works.
How about this?
It worked! Yeet! Does anyone remember the Patrick meme? What? Why don't we put the Steel Watcher over there? And it worked out. The Steel Watcher is now in a place that doesn't bother us, and yeah, we can kind of regroup, sort things out, get Minthara up and ready so she can smite, and then we are all out ready and good.
Where do I go from here? Best be on my
Plus, Zora has the high ground. Any Anakin in chat would be jealous of that fact. Wait, why are you out of range? Not enough movement? Boo-hoo. There.
Yes.
We should have some health potions, right? Wait, wait, what is that? Quarterstaff. Why aren't we using it? That's also a good question. Okay. Maybe we should... Maybe I should have also handed out better, like, gear, because I think we also have, like, Baldur's helmet somewhere lying around that no one's actually using, because I'm stupid. Yeah. Yeah, we could be way more optimized. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, professional. Yeah, I played this game so often and I make such stupid mistakes. Yeah.
A bold maneuver.
Okay, good. I was just going to say, don't you dare touch Astarion. Don't you dare touch my boy.
Take two.
Ow. Have I mentioned how some of these NPCs are extremely rude? Okay, snack time. Why do I have disadvantage against that stupid target? Do I have disadvantage? Why do I have disadvantage? Curse of Severed?
Nothing important is ever easy. Another day, another fight.
I thirst for combat.
Okay, Minthara, you are still very low, but... Let's fully heal up. There. What do we do? Okay, and let's dominate you. Fuck you. Sorry, language. Maybe I should set up a swear jar. So... yeah, let's just... I was gonna say, let's just delete him and get him out of the way, but apparently Astarion had other ideas because he just whiffed.
Never a dull moment.
There.
Worship me, the prophet of the end.
And
there.
Your command.
Ow.
Concentrate.
Ah. Nah, divine intervention we are definitely not using yet. Ow! 25 damage from just being on fire? That seems a little bit excessive. Why do I have a set? Okay. Disengage.
Outmaneuver them.
There. If you read the text box, it generally also explains it and so on, so yeah. Wait. Why? Isn't there a way I can do this without...
Fresh orders?
I think we've turned it around. I think, yeah, I'm not going to jinx it, but it's looking relatively decent now, and I feel like we may have expended a lot of our spell slots and everything else, but yeah, gang up on him. He tried to kill Astarion.
Shall we cut and run?
That was absolutely ballsy, smart, and rude of him, but... this is what you... Ooh, I get to... Who doubted me like an hour ago or so because this fight went on for so long? To be fair, I was at one point during this fight I was fully expecting to having to reload the whole save because it wasn't looking too rosy, but we somehow managed to pull through, and I have no idea how. Motivator? Okay.
What's in here?
That helped.
Okay, we also do not have any spell slots, so that's also not very, very nice. Why are you Mr. Bane? Read. An unfinished letter written in broad looping handwriting with purple ink. Dear Reaper of Baal Clotilda, it was one of the Chosen's meeting that I saw you. I was guarding Lord Gortash. You were guarding Lord Orin. They went into the meeting room while we guarded the door, and you and I spoke so briefly, but every word you said is graven in my heart, as if carved by an interrogation chisel. I look into your fierce eyes, and I felt how I can describe it. I felt a real connection like nothing I'd ever... I mean... Well, he's kind of dead now, so... Yeah, because that was also, I think, a big shot that we just... Okay, no. Okay, never mind. Stop. Do not open. Luckily, I cannot read. Do not, I repeat, do not open this door without my key. This entire operation relies on you following the simple rule, and I will personally cleave the head from the neck of the idiot who does otherwise. Black Gauntlet Hans Rives. Well, too bad. I cannot... Chat, shall I lockpick that door? Shall I be irresponsible and just do the tempting thing?
Might be useful.
Well, another mind flare, that's always nice. Okay, I will look for the bloody key. There. We have the bloody key, but I'm going to tempt fate. I'm going to quickly save, and then I'll go and lockpick. Save. Trust me, that was more as a reminder for myself, because I would have forgotten to save after saying it 5 seconds ago. I know. Very short-term memory loss. Is there anything of interest? Nah.
Watch your back. With pleasure.
Ah, god damn it. Okay. A 3 and we come up to 21. Okay. Okay, we have plenty of inspiration, so we may as well use the inspiration instead of... So we didn't use the key. I was actually expecting a game over. In all honesty, I was expecting a game over at this point, but okay.
Your mind whirls as the brain, swimming with parasitic juices, connects with yours. With a jerk, your mind is transported. You look down, your body of pure steel and power whirring. A dwarf cowers before you.
Please, Mr. Steel Watcher, sir. I'll never steal again, I swear it on my mum's life. Just let me go.
In my defense, this is probably the only evil one that my heart can manage, so I may as well just try out each and single
What are
one.
you doing? No! Please!
Clobbered right in the middle of the market square. What a dashing piece of brutality. You are kicked from the Watcher as it drives a fist through the dwarf, ripping his spinal cord out with ease.
Fatality? What?
The parasite stirs within the pickled brain, twitching. You are a steel Watcher charging through the streets in pursuit of a young girl. She is screaming. The child rounds the corner.
Oh, I can do some fucked up
The
things
Watcher
here.
this brain controls is offline for maintenance. The brain dreams, images of life in a garden cottage in spring. Your tadpole eagerly responds to the parasite in the brain jar. You blink to find yourself standing at Worm's Crossing. You are a steel Watcher, a guardian of Badlurs Gate. Before you stands a group of humans.
He said he was Flaming Fist. That we had to empty our pockets if we wanted to enter the city. We didn't know it was a scam. We have nothing left, and my kids are half-starved. Please, let us into the city. We have nowhere else to go.
Oh my, we are bad. Oh god. To be honest, I'm also a little bit afraid of myself. Why am I having so much fun doing horrifying
What are you
shit?
doing? Kids, run, go!
Her screams for help as the Watcher draws its sword are the last thing you hear.
Oh, fuck no. Okay. This... I might have to... I already see where this is going. This is probably going to end up in a fight. So... I think this is probably a good time to do a break, but this is going to be a little bit of a special break because not only did I set up the whole like notifications thing, so if someone follows or raids that there will be a little bit of an animation, so on. I have also been working on something little that that I will post into chat, at least the link for it. So because there. And I will pin that. Yeah, let's do it for 30. So yeah, I've been working on something little, so while I'm gone for a break, go and check it out. Go and get yourself a little bit familiar. I know things should be can still be a little bit more optimized or can be sorted out a little bit better, but yeah, it's still kind of a work in progress, but it's hopefully, I think, also probably easier to find when I'm actually on at times via the Discord instead of following me on certain specific socials, as I refuse to use Twitter. And yeah, yeah, have a look around because there's already a few things there, and if you have any like feedback or like wishes of what we could add there, please feel free to send me a notification or so on with suggestions and so on. And yeah, I will be off to for a short bathroom break and also to refill my tea. And yeah, meanwhile, also do the same. Chat, stay hydrated. I warn you, or I might actually start using one of my beholder beams. But yeah, but if you have time, also feel free to enjoy messing around a little bit in Discord and seeing. Okay, be shortly back soon with this probably new fight. There. Just quickly get finished setting up. Sorry for if the break was a little bit longer, I think, than anticipated. But there. Fully back, and I'm not sharing the screen. Good job. There. Okay, we are back, and I guess I will quickly save the game here because I know we are going to basically dive head deep into another fight. But yeah, override that save, that should be fine. And yeah, maybe also want something else on the other screen so I can see a little bit more. And yeah, so let's see what we have here. Especially we are out of spell slots, so this is going to be entertaining. With 3 steel watchers, fuck me. I retract what I said. Not 3 steel watchers. Fucking hell. Magnum Opus? My mind immediately went with Magnum Opus to I think one of the memories from or the newer memories from Silas. Right? Yeah, no, that's never going to work out. That's never gonna work. This is gonna be rough.
Come on, can't stay idle.
This is gonna be... Wait, hold on. Yeah, they are vulnerable to lightning damage. That's what we found out at one point. So, shocking... Shocking grasp. Yeah, good. There. Hold on, do we have like an lightning arrow? Damn it.
With pleasure.
I don't think he has attacks of opportunity, or that's what I'm banking on. To be fair, this guy also kind of reminds me of Urgot. Yeah, I have played League in the past. Yeah, I'm also not proud of it.
My victims await.
Does this work? Okay, yeah, apparently it does work. Apparently automators can be numb. By the way, do we want to talk about how I fell for the classic trick of hiding a big boss underneath the center pillar of something? Yeah, no, that doesn't work.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
So...
Impero
Ow!
I
Okay.
see an advantage.
Good job, Mintara. Mintara's doing good work. Solid work. Can I? Oh, bugger. Oh yeah, half movement to get up. That's stupid. Wait, I was yeeted even further away? Oh.
Let me strike. So soon followed dog.
Come on, Mintara, you did so well. You critted earlier. Okay, good, 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 good. One of them is already... Why do I... Oh, because of the range. Do I...
Well, so much for peace.
Okay. What are our options here? Could always Twilight Sanctuary. That's never a bad thing.
On your command. Taking up position.
There. So now they are far enough apart that the daylight doesn't impede Shadowheart because Shadowheart's way better in the darkness at the moment. I was hoping you would fall over on ice. Boo.
Can't even catch my breath. Need to find a way forward.
Can you feel death's cold?
Okay, no, we don't have the range.
Time to push my luck again.
Really good hit.
Ready for battle.
Temporary hit points and... Damn it. Oh, I've already finished my apple. Crikey.
Moving.
And backstabbed.
going.
I think he's very close to the threshold.
Can't slow down.
I was hoping that he would go into self-destruct modus.
I cannot take much more of this.
Shadowheart, I generally think you're very good at hitting, especially with me, but that was a little bit embarrassing. Very good, very good. Very, very good.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Very good. Oh. I do not like this. Detonation impending. How large is the detonation gonna be? Like... should we run large? Should we...
Onward.
I'm a little bit nervous because... Oh, detonation impending in... How do you stop a detonation? The fuck? How? Do we just have to try and burst damage? I don't like this! I'll have some run while some try and stop the detonation, I guess.
Survival is all that matters.
Okay. Not enough movement speed. Fuck off! And I don't have Misty Step. Can I fly? Okay, I can fly. Immune to piercing damage? Fuck me. Okay, I'm saying that a lot at the moment, aren't I? Look, we can close the doors, right? How...
Yes.
I have nothing long range. Okay, we will find out very shortly if this was a good idea or not. We might have to revive Astarion afterwards, which is also not a really cool thing. The self-destruction didn't go through. Okay, that's got to be a good thing, right? Rude. Okay. Very rude.
Let me strike.
And you... Mithara, do you... Yeah, you have potions. Throw.
A wise move.
And we do the strat of... Technically, throwing a health potion. But I just realized you don't have health potions on you. Who was I looking at? I think Astarion, right? Who has the health potions? Yeah. Throw these on here.
Of course.
This can't be the end.
Astarion's fine.
Talk to me. Let me help you.
You get at least a couple of health potions, but you're on fire, which isn't a very cool thing to be on.
Damn you! Don't linger.
My victims await. Understood.
Okay, we should be fine. Sora is Mrs. Optimism today.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
That laugh. We are in trouble.
Let's finish this.
Okay, we are in trouble.
I thirst for combat.
Okay, Sora, good luck trying to survive this explosion.
I'm fading fast. I must heal.
Was anyone nervous?
Anything of use?
Gonter Mael. Promise victory. On a hit, possibly inflict guiding bolt upon the target. This object shines with a glowing light in a radius of 6 meters. Weapon enchantment +3. Celestial haste. Astarion? Do you think you might enjoy that? Infernal iron? Sure, don't mind if I do.
Breathe deep and move.
Eldritch Infernal Iron. Normal Infernal Iron.
Here we go.
Neurosity awaits your input.
Press the button. Well, we want to do evil shit, but that also means we want to control the evil shit we do.
The Neurosity is the epicenter of the Steel Watch, controlling and connecting every single watcher in the city.
Basically,
This
this is just a
technology is far
mechanical
beyond
elder
anything
brain.
you've ever seen. You'll need more than magic or steel to destroy it. The machine doesn't respond.
Damn it. What about the fluid? How am I silenced? Oh, and why? Okay, now that's better for you. Can you? Versatile, one-handed or two-handed? Okay, never mind, then we have to dual wield daggers like that. Or preferably like this, I think. By the way, don't we have a better sword for us? Because... Yeah, no, that's a long sword. We kind of do want a short sword, if possible. By the way, yeah, main tower. Oh, that's why we don't do it. Okay. Astarion? Or do we just... But then I may as well go just full on mage. There's no point in... If I don't use the sword, then there's no point in us... Yeah, we really need to find a better sword for us. Anything that is finesse, that would be probably pretty good. What does this do? Oh. Is there another one? How do we deactivate this? I meant to... Now that the Titan is operational, there is no more reason to maintain Banite guards in the control center. In fact, it would be needlessly dangerous. The Steel Watchers will handle guard duty in the center henceforth. Stay out, Black Gauntlets. Reveres? Yeah, Minotaur, please hold on to all the steel stuff here. Thank you. A personal journal written. How do we fucking
Open up.
deactivate the whole thing? I have identified the corrosion issue in the lower limbs of the watchers assigned to the control center. The GC lubricant supplied by the Hall of Wonder suffers an alchemical reaction if exposed to even small quantities of the pink illithid cerebrospinal fluid that coats the neuron tentacles, generating corrosive properties in the lubricant. Lubricant causing degradation in the functionality of the lubricated joints. To prevent this, I have added a twice 10D pink fluid expungation step. Blah 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 blah. Still have to find a way where we can deactivate this.
This head belonged to the automaton you encountered in the Underdark. How did it come to be here?
Gortash, a Drow recruit, brought this curious object in from the Underdark. I have no idea what it signifies, but it's clearly the kind of clockwork jiggery-pokery you enjoy, so I send it to you with my compliments. Kethric. Who was the Drow? Nia? No. Nia? Maybe? No. Nia wasn't around at that time. How do we get rid of this? Well,
Neurosita awaits your input.
maybe pressing a
The
button a
machine
second.
doesn't respond.
Okay, we are missing an important piece. Vintar or Minsk. I have no idea why we can send it to Minsk, but okay, maybe that's the problem, because all the gnomes have lost their heads. Never lose your head. It's not a good thing to happen. It's also not good for your health, I've heard. So they say. How do we... Shall I Google? Shall I cave and be the dummy that has to Google it? At the heart of the foundry in the control center, there's a brief corridor brain jar that can be connected to. It's necessary to pass a DC 25 wisdom check or 2 DC for each watcher that is about to hurt someone. Each party member can only use the illithid power once. Following the corridor is a large open room where there are 3 upgraded steel watchers called Hellfire Watchers and Steel Watcher Titan. Flashbang. At the back of the room is the Neurocenter, a large fusion of electronics and steel watcher. Notable loot. It doesn't say how to, but the Hellfire engine crossbow is very important. How do you do it? So we need Watcher crossbow and Steel Watcher. So what do we have currently? As some of us have very little carrying around. I might sort this by type. Thank you. So we need the blueprint that we have somewhere. There, we have the blueprint. Then we need I hope that's part of the music and not that fight is just going to break out and continue again. Otherwise, I cannot find. So we haven't looted the one last thing yet. We still need the targeting module and well, may as well head there. Okay, there's nothing here. Well, someone seems to be still kind of
I
alive.
should speak up.
I warned you. I warned you of the consequences, yet you had to interfere. My daughter is dead. They're all dead because of you.
Whoops. Well, I mean, accidents happen, you know. Like accidentally. Wait, were we actually successful? Well, like, oh no, there are people still walking around, so Try and be safe. Does anyone know where the office is? So, found on a table in the steel watch foundry. At minus 307. Minus 156. So somewhere here. In the office. Somewhere where it says targeting module. And am I just blind, chat? Am I just blind and cannot spot? Underwear. No, we aren't looking for underwear. We aren't perverts. Look, we already went down there. So it's not here.
It looks so small from here.
Underneath the platform. Am I just blind? I mean, that's very, very possible. And at the same time, I also realize I'm not trying to solve the problem. Leg unit. Surely there's something along here that we just haven't spotted. We found it. Good job. Now we can build a weapon. Fuck.
Help! I need to hold on.
Why were we spotted? Invisibility? Invisibility? Nah. Can I? Oh yeah. Okay, we can also shield. By the way, where is...
My faith will guide me. Ever onward.
Okay, good. Now everyone's in combat. It's fine. They aren't that many at the moment, so it's also not too dire. The hope is now that they cannot see
I'm ready.
and not target. Advantage. Bolt of Celestial Light. I mean, sure. Oh my god, the deletion.
Let's move. They won't know what bit them.
Unleash me. Right away.
Okay, oh, we also have back our vampiric bite, so not enough move. I was hoping to lie down and have a snack. Hey, Sinful, how are you doing? Sorry, I hope I really didn't miss that and been just somehow just consumed trying to survive this, because at the moment some of us are very low life. About to go to the doctor soon. Oh, then good luck. Hope it's nothing severe, and or good news, or yeah, get the news that you wish for. Let's put it like that. Currently working on clearing my mod cache as well for Badlurs Gate. Yeah, I will probably do that once I finish this run, which may still need a couple of weeks, but yeah. But yeah, and because finally patch 8 is out, and it feels like kind of like yesterday that we were talking about patch 8, and yeah, please do not keep on targeting me. Fuck. Just stay there, you're a snack. Oh, or come here, yeah, you're a perfect snack. That's probably the stupidest decision that he could have made. Engaging into two low vampires that are kind of on low life, that just need a little bit of a sip to regain their strength. I'm trying to get rid of all the mods that add items and spell from a cache. I want to play the bare bones patch 8 with just character mods, not all the spells and classes I added. My Succubus playthrough had so many mods. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely understanding, because also having to mod in a completely new race. But yeah, I am also kind of thinking of doing that when I get round to it. Don't mind me. I'm just snacking away at this poor chap.
Let's end this.
I'm gonna try and make a shadow assassin at one point. Ooh, probably. Wait, Gloomstalker's already in the game. Fuck. So, do you have an idea how you would do it? Because I mean, currently, I mean, even with the new subclasses, I would probably just use Gloomstalker and then the Gloomstalker and Assassin from Rogue, and just leave it at that.
Yes.
We can dash. Meanwhile, on the roof is roof.
Close at hand. No time for mercy.
I wish Larian had put in kind of like a secret system that if a target gets bitten by a vampire for a certain number of times, that they would just die of blood loss, because he's been drained by for so much. But alas, wait. No one saw the fact that my D&D character did everything right. I misclicked. And
Keep them guessing.
I'm gonna try to make a using shadow magic and the thief class, or shadow magic with the arcane archer. Ooh. Okay, that sounds cool. That's a really cool idea. Oh, that, because I completely forgot. That means sorcerer's got shadow magic, right? I completely forgot about that. Ba, ba, ba. I could. HP now.
Have to keep going.
Especially us being constantly low health this whole stream. I do not want to.
Ready for battle.
Minthara! Yeah, I say that a lot. Shadow magic is very good because it can see in the dark at all times. Also apply darkness very easily. With good, so what I'm thinking is a shadow magic build that applies darkness, and I use my assassin perks to kill everyone in the darkness. That's cool. Okay, yeah, that's a really cool idea. And you could combine it with a slightly evil route by having Shadowheart kill the Night Song, because she also profits from being in darkness. So you can be twinsies who constantly attack from the darkness. In theory, I get advantage every attack because of stealth checks. Ah, oh god, there's another one. Where is... Why is there a diva? The fuck? What just happened? Black Gauntlet Tamia holds cast planar ally diva. What the? You can do that? That's rude. It's a good theory craft idea. Yeah, I really enjoy it, and especially you also have at least one companion that already works really well with that.
Your command.
Shadowheart is, I mean, yeah, my Shadowheart is already quite along those lines. But why is there a steel watcher nearby? Christ.
A bold.
Can't we get a break? And how the fuck did he join the fight?
Very well.
I might give Shadowheart Death Domain. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Especially the exploding corpses. Does sound really fun to do. So I'm looking forward to that since clerics have that now. Yeah.
There's blood in the air.
What do I do about this stupid Steel Watcher? Do I just... Do I have to try and go outside to hunt it down? That's annoying.
This will do nicely.
That's very annoying. No. Why? Why can't I move suddenly?
Protect me.
The fuck?
Heading there.
What did I miss? Well, I don't know when you left, but Shora raided, and so utter chaos broke out, and I still have to kind of get to grips on how to present or get everyone up to date when being raided. And yeah, Sinfuls come, and I think you can still... Okay, no, I will repost it. Or I will just pin it again. I think that's probably better. Just pin it for another 30 minutes. Hopefully that works. Yeah, during a break, I kind of also dropped something new. In the pinned comment, which you guys can also check out. Even though you two have already seen parts of it. If I really want, actually, I combined the Shadow Magic with the Hexblade and make a Necromancer Magic Assassin build. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds really fun. Especially because I think the Pact weapon is really good. I don't know the Eldritch invocations that in the game, and if they've added anything. And
Taking up position.
yes, Wait, you're immune to fall damage? Okay. The only problem is that I will need 3 multi-classes, and I would have to get Hexblade to at least level 6. That sucks. But You need to generally get to level 3, so that would bring you to level 9 plus level 12. I mean, it's possible. Level 6 Warlock, then level 3 in Sorcerer, and level 3 in, what was the last one? Cleric. Can maybe be done. Oh, we'll just fly.
Go for the throat.
Need to
shut
stay
the
focused.
I missed this.
And
Yes.
oops.
Fresh orders?
I left around the time of the raid. I don't deal well with the sudden influx of people. I mean, no worries, no worries. I think I also
Understood.
struggled a little bit because it was a little bit overwhelming and all sudden. But I'm trying to improve on that. Okay, I should be using spells and I shouldn't be trying to... We fly.
Let's have some courage.
Oh.
I thirst for combat.
Okay, everyone's fine. Sorry, I'm tired, but I feel strangely empowered. Ooh, good. And yeah, hugs all around. Especially, what was your acronym again for hugs? With our discussion about that kind of also reminds me on the fact that I should probably one thing I've been looking or mean to look into is I think it's called Streamlabs is like OBS, but something else, something similar to basically have those like commands in chat, and so hugs, healthy universal gestures of softness. So we have this, and then we have this, and we also have this. So, lightning arrow, heavy crossbow, one hand. I think we'll do it like that. Oh. Are we proficient? I think we are proficient, but apparently we are encumbered. There. Alright, got to go to the doctor. Hopefully I'll be back before you're offline. Okay, good luck, and hope everything's well. And yeah, otherwise, I don't know if you've already managed to get into the Discord channel, I will be already streaming again on Friday, and it's going to be a long and doozy stream. Especially me trying to figure out what's changed in the world of Destiny. So good luck and take care, and yeah, treat yourself after such a maybe probably annoying deal. So the reason I feel empowered might be incomprehensible to almost everyone. I mean, you don't have to justify it. Feeling empowered is amazing, and I'm really happy for you. If you want to explain, I would be happy to listen and also maybe try and understand. And there's also a good chance that maybe I do not understand it, but yeah. Meanwhile, I'll try and find out how to, yeah, disable the Steelwatch Foundry. Don't mind me, I'm quickly looking up how to actually, what options I still have to hear the Iron Hand Gnomes have established themselves, and players can speak with Fulgrim to learn of their plot to disable the Steelwatch forever. We'll give the player the room powder bomb and ask that they use it to destroy the Steelwatch Foundry from inside. When these cultists die, they leave behind a motivator which activates within 1 turn. This explodes if it isn't deactivated in 1 turn, so make it a high priority to reach these and defuse them before it's too late. The Hellfire Watchers have around 200 HP, blah 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 blah. This deals immense amount of elevator, the drop, gilding build. However, players who wish take on the Steelwatch Titan should focus on 2 things: getting rid of the Hellfire Watchers, Chain Lightning. Justification? Oh no, far from it. I feel obsessed with space-time, and I wish I could lose myself to it in a way. Merge with the quantum foam and apotheosis of the purest form. Serendipity born of paradoxes and casualty. Ooh. To be fair, I do not quite understand it, but I'm really happy for you. Oh, we need a bomb. Causality, not casualty. God. I might have bomb on my mind. Oh dear. Let's do a long rest. But, oh, that kind of... talking about bombs and casualties and so on, I've recently come to realize within D&D that if you need an explanation of any words or concept, feel free to tell me. I would need an explanation of apotheosis, because I've never heard of it, and the others I have a vague like not a vague understanding, like the surface level understanding, let's say it like that. But yeah, one thing I've realized or come to realize through D&D is a little bit also, especially in terms of like maybe writing evil characters and so on, and also playing evil characters and so on. Becoming evil is such a slippery slope. It may start off as a little bit of pickpocketing, making a threat here or there, and then escalate to doing a little bit of friendly piracy, and then at one point have maybe part of the crew start a mutiny, and then punish them in a rather evil and sadistic way, and then if that happens like a second time, it's even more eviler and more sadistic way, and then you realize, oh, there's more power that you can gain to also, and you keep on giving your excuses you are doing it to protect people, and then you keep on trying to collect more power, first by selling a soul, and then later on you realize that there's a concept of you could also drain life forms of their life energy to cast more powerful spells. So you also start to play with that. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, becoming evil is kind of a drug. As it's such a slippery slope. Apotheosis, the process of mortal becoming a god. Oh, I should know that. I feel like I really should know that word. I kind of feel bad now that I didn't know the word.
Always at your side.
Look at you, precious thing. You always stare so eagerly.
Hold on. It's of course a lot of metaphysical majinkas, but this is the gist of it in one sentence. Ah, okay. Okay, so it isn't as like straightforward, or I mean straight. To be honest, becoming god is never straightforward. Curse of the Shadowheart, we need to quickly prepare a spell. Right. Right. Aid, see invisibility, less restoration, prayer of healing, protection, warding bonds. Is it here? Remove curse. But I'm trying to prepare. cast spells. That. If Lichdom is already beyond most necromancers, then apotheosis is beyond almost anyone. Yeah, I mean, no, that's definitely the case. I mean, the biggest question is, especially for example with Lichdom, is what's the big problem there? I mean, let's phrase it like this. What is the big disincentive with the Lichdom? Because is it splitting your soul and having it in phylactery, and safekeeping it, and having that process also be have a, I think, something like a 20% chance of actually succeeding? Or could it also be that could it also be to maintain your lichdom you need to consume a certain number of souls? Basically making sure that you're guaranteed evil and you have no other possible way out. To be honest, I think that also kind of depends on your morality on that part. But I mean, for example, in Badlurs Gate, I don't think there's a path to actually lich them, but Gale can actually become a god by him, I think, using the Crown of Curses for himself.
2 reds for Flairith. 1 red.
So, meanwhile, well, Pain looking like a corpse, becoming atrophied, the low success chance, the soul harvesting, losing access to society, the fact it is asked to obtain all the ingredients. Pick your blood. Yeah, precisely. I have to also say, I think it also kind of depends on who you ask. With that fact, I do kind of believe that, for example, yeah, because I mean, if you're anyway evil, then, or you don't care about people, or just have like a system where you just basically you can already cherry pick like your souls that you want to harvest for that. That might be less of a problem and so on. But yeah, me personally, I think becoming a vampire would anyway be way cooler, because yeah, you're basically also immortal there, and okay, you're on precisely godhood, and I get to keep my own beauty, so that's completely fine. And having to suck up blood, that's a price I'm willing to pay.
And their virility. For you, I'd recommend 2 doses.
Hold on, no, they are back here. They are somewhere back here. Yeah, but Necros survive by stealth and not overt force, and Liches grow more arrogant than Zora is adorable, even if that is very hard to do. Ah, yeah. Yeah, fair. But is it back here? But also, yeah. Wait, I can't use that cave, damn it. I thought there's a path somewhere here that... Do we have to go into this building? That's also a very good likelihood. But I mean, also, I think also necromancers are sometimes very misunderstood.
That's curious.
All they want to do is just raise a family.
How delicious. Should be easy.
And they are basically as good as... they are also pretty proficient healers. They just have very bad timing. The Scourge from Warcraft wasn't so successful because they waved demonic flags and denounced themselves like the Orcs Burning Legion does. They were slow, methodical, insidious, and patient, and then they became arrogant. Yeah. I mean, if you are that strong and so on, and can overwhelm that easily,
Let's see what this does.
kind of... Oh, never mind. Ma'am.
Never wanted the easy path.
Jeffers Morstan. Sorry, wrong house apparently, because my memory's a little bit off. Look, I know for a fact that somewhere in this cliffside, or is it the other cliffside? I don't know.
This whole situation stinks. I know.
Where are Wolverine?
They've had nothing but scraps for days. You throw a fit when there's no hot water. You could last a day out there.
It's run or sit on my ass praying. And the gods don't give a damn about us.
So, Wolverine can be found there, but
Nothing to do with his death. I swear it.
Anglerian Cellar in Rivington. Yeah,
About something else.
we are basically there. Somewhere here. Because it's not there. Strength of force does not equal success meetings. The Scourge was weaker than all the factions in Azeroth and still overran Lordaeron and Quel'Thalas by abusing what they were good at, and of course by abusing the real-life cheat known as the snowball effect. Yeah, fair. Fair, and
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I think in general, especially, I mean, especially that case, but also in general in life, you just abuse what you're good at, because that will bring you the best success. So of course, yeah, they did a really good job by just doing what they are good at, and also a really big advantage of having an undead army, it replenishes itself. I.e., the more you fight, the more you kill, the stronger you get. It's kind of it's infinite profit. How am I this bad? Figuring out. I'm delivering this Badlurs Gate. Cellar is a sublocation of Reddington. On the page you can find related information. Angleron Cellar. Where is it? I thought it was here. Was it here? Am I delusional? Am I delulu? Or am I just forgetful?
There's no point arguing with the gods.
I don't want to leave. I've had nothing but scraps for days. You threw a fit on water.
When will I get to train the dogs again?
When you prove yourself not to be an incompetent idiot.
Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to...
Okay, no, this is probably the wrong place. Especially I cannot find the cellar here.
Why don't we talk about everything you read in the broadsheet? Did you try that right? That so-called army is probably...
Okay, let's have a look here. So, a most important question of the day: spatial or time? Spatial or... Yeah, I cannot read. Spatial or time manipulation? I choose spatial. I think if we are going for...
Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully.
I would have to go for time, because spatial would be really cool, and I think you could also do a lot of things, especially if you would allow such as stuff such as warp speed or other things to play a role, and then you could also explore quite a few things and so on, and that would definitely sound interesting. But for me personally, time manipulation would be so fun to also kind of go back in time to find out how things actually kind of happened in certain ways, and also head into the future. I might also have to admit on this point that I feel like a lot of it is also kind of my like perception, or not perception, but fascination with like time is probably also stemming from Doctor Who, that I just absolutely love. So just imagining having my own like TARDIS would be amazing. But I mean, at the same time, yeah, TARDIS is also time and relative dimensions in space, so you would just have both worlds.
It's just a man in a costume. Oh, yeah. Gonna get your thugs to butcher my wife and kid, are you?
That's not what I meant. But if you do insist on continuing to be difficult...
With no coin and nothing to do.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my...
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guys. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
This is my
I want to
home.
merge with
I may
space and
pride
become an
myself on my
embodiment of it. Why
philanthropy, but
can't I
I
get what
draw
I
the
want?
line at being a halfway house. Zenobia
I
and
feel
are
like
just
I feel like
navigating a
you
slight
you
contractual
should
disagreement.
go and work
Not that it's any of
in
your
a lab,
concern.
and preferably a lab that has a little bit like less like say lower safety standards, so that an accident might happen and fulfill your wishes. But yeah, maybe I've also seen to
I guess we're all you've got then,
I've seen
Arthur.
too many
Want your house squeaky clean? Cough up!
superhero movies.
This is the last time I hire someone from the guild.
Fine.
Come on, boy.
No, 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 no. Don't you dare lay a finger on them.
What's it back here?
Job done.
No, it wasn't. I just will look it up properly because I'm just stupid. Sign me up. Where's the lab? Where can I become spacious? Sorry to disappoint you. I do not know where. I'm most likely not in the country where I live because safety standards is extremely high and through the roof. Rivington General. Rivington Gen. Okay. Oh, so I have to go. Okay, no, it's somewhere back here, and I just couldn't see. So I know where you live, Faerun, obviously. Oh, I mean, oh yeah, obviously true, Faerun, and yeah. Along that note, I have to say that yeah, safety standards here aren't that good. So you probably have a good chance in Faerun. Somewhere here. Am I just stupid? It's 3029. Did they have a cave in and I've just already ruined it? I mean, that's also a good possibility that I've just missed it. Ah, well, I guess we aren't doing Gortash the way I wanted to do him. And that sounds so bad. I know what it sounds like. It kind of... And also also the actor and voice actor is kind of hot. So yeah, I feel like the way I kind of said it really doesn't help my When I become space itself, I'll hop on over to you, and then we can play superhero D&D together. Ooh, yes. Even though I have the feeling if you have those powers, then we could probably do more cooler things. I'm not saying D&D isn't cool. D&D is so fucking cool, and I would really love to play D&D. And at the same time, I might also try and work a couple of my like powers and so on, because that has been a in a very, very wrong place here. We accidentally went into Cazador's dungeon. Something that or an idea I had, I just don't quite know yet how I want to implement it, is do a special stream sometime. This could also be maybe like the affiliate special, because hopefully by then I might have figured out how I want to do it. But that's playing D&D with chat. But yeah, at the moment I'm not quite sure how I want to do that. I more logistically and mechanically, because
Gortash is the second coming of Balduran. Horsecack.
Because yeah, it's going to be challenging to have a chat full of people, trying to figure out how to manage a chat full of people playing either one or multiple characters. And yeah, so I'm struggling more at the moment with how mechanically I want to do it, and I feel like what I want to DM and the story and so on, that's going to be relatively easy. But yeah, that's a goal. So as soon as I know more and so on, I'll definitely let everyone know and try and set things up. But yeah, the plan is to hopefully sometime this year get to play D&D with chat. Long story short, after rambling for about 5 minutes. So, Steel Watch Foundry, we can't do much because we messed up. We don't care about Will's dad, so I'm just going to skip that part. And it's coming to 3 hours. Murder target Cora, we don't really care about that because we support murder. Let's head to the House of Hope. Let's prepare for Monday's stream a little bit. And I just don't know where the House of Hope is. I think it's here. I'll make an edgelord persona for that stream. Darkstar, the Blood Archdemon of Burning Heaven. Yes, the title is long. You could go longer. Darkstar, the Blood Archdemon of Burning Heaven. Have you seen Khaleesi's name? That goes on for a little bit longer. It could be worse, but yeah. Yes, the title is long and he has spikes, red eyes, and tragic backstory. That, of course, justifies all evil he does, and I will try to make him even more edgier. Go ahead. I mean, no promises, because as I said, I'm not quite sure how I want to do it. I might give like chat like a pre-made character that they have to control. So no promises on that part, but your character already sounds really fun. Who was that name you mentioned? I only know Cetra's titles. Cetra's? Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. Yeah, right?
Better not be cursed.
Yeah, but I dared you first, so you have to go.
The devil's fee.
I'm not going in there and get swallowed by a devil. Oh, I get it. You're scared.
Cedra the Imperishable. I have never watched Game of Thrones. I would say you haven't missed much, but I'm also a little bit like kind of tainted from watching Game of Thrones. Yeah, from completely watching Game of Thrones because the ending's shit, and
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio is a... Oh, it's you. Your little scroot of a friend left this on my floor the last time you visited. I
Scaleritas.
presume you have returned to re-engage my services?
Okay, no, I'm feeling I just made a mistake. I feel like it would be fun to pack this all together with Raphael and so on within one stream to have it a little bit more concise and so on. So yeah, I'm good to not advance this quest line too much more. I'm not much of a series enjoyer. I prefer movies, and only because it does not take me weeks. I was going to suggest a really cool anime that or a couple of really good anime that I've recently watched or finished watching yesterday evening.
You forgot what we did? I find that hard to believe. But if you speak truth, perhaps I could jog that lazy memory of yours. You seek answers. Lord Mammon seeks coin. I will happily mediate. Make me an offer.
Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Sorry, every single time I just read toss a coin, that just comes into mind. Oh, valley of plenty.
The first hit's free, eh? My, you have changed. Fine, just this once. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing. I opened a portal for you and Lord Gortash.
Oh.
Raphael. That sounds vaguely familiar, but I have a terrible memory for names. The only thing that jogs it is coin.
I don't have the means to watch them. I have Netflix and no Crunchyroll or anything that allows watching it. I don't really mind that either. Well, the anime, I will just shoot it out then, because the good news is the like 3 anime that came out last year and I think beginning of this year are all on Netflix to watch, and I think most of them I actually watched on Netflix itself. Because if you like if you also like something a little bit more along the lines of like D&D and so on, I've really enjoyed Frieren, which was really fun. And then more drama wise, and that I finished yesterday evening, and got me absolutely hooked, especially because I love the main character, is Apothecary Diaries, which was really, really fun. And what was the... Oh, yeah, obviously. The kind of like big show that I mean, the really hyped one in that sense was Dun Dun Dun, which, yeah, which I also found pretty much fun.
I mean, I suppose that'll do. Stingy bastard. Yes, you are quite correct. The Crown of Carsus left the vault, and an opportunity opened for a devil named Raphael. His House of Hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Carsus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. He's rather ambitious. One can only wonder what he has planned for the crown.
Even the one with the funny elf lady. I prefer shonen mostly because of Dragon Ball Z. Characters are not what hooks me. It's cool powers and fights. Okay, yeah, then definitely. I think Frieren does have some really cool fights. I think that's. Or especially also like displays of power, which I thought was very enjoyable and so on. Whereas, but yeah, if that's the case, then you can definitely cross Apothecary Diaries from the suggestion list, because yeah, there's basically no fighting at all in there. It's more drama and a very touch of romance. And yeah, and Dun Dun Dun, is really fun. There's definitely fights, and I'm pretty sure it is classified as a shonen, but yeah. I can't remember how well the animation of the fight was. I heard about Kaiju number 8 that looked cool. I've heard about that too, and I think apparently it's rather good, but I haven't looked into it, and I think on that part it's also kind a little bit a step away from what I generally enjoy, because I don't really watch anime for just cool fights and animation. I kind of like I'd like to be like invested.
So keen to return to the Hells. Well, I suppose it's warm this time of year. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
20k?
Such a task would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
Well, not for that amount. Natural 20!
You put me in a difficult position, mortal. You are almost certain to fail. Almost. And so, there is a chance you might succeed. Fine. I'd like to be able to carry all of my precious stock without the need of a team of oxen. There are gauntlets of hill giant strength within the House of Hope. Free passage, and you fetch them for me. Deal? Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke. Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components. Oh, take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
Along with
I
the
don't
grimoire
care.
and components, Helsik hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
Finally, you were never here. That is of utmost import to remember. Now be gone.
Ibis of the Worshipful Serpent. Yeah, that was from Skeleritas. So, I feel like this is a very strong hint at what we are going to be doing next Monday, and strong hint at what we are going to be doing next Monday, and that's breaking into hell. We are going to hell. I'm slowly going to close up the stream. It's normal length, around 3 hours at the moment. Plus, yeah, I have I have a very long stream coming up on Friday. If you, I don't know, I did post the Discord server, but yeah, wait, did I post it in the announcements? Yeah, I have a special stream schedule going on at the moment, and I have planned that I hope I make sure everything works smoothly, so I can also enjoy the game a little. I will be streaming Destiny 2 for the goal is to stream for 8 hours on Easter Friday. And I think the starting time is also listed up in the announcements. And I'm looking forward to that, especially kind of challenging myself to stream for such an extended long time, and also coming back to Destiny 2 as I haven't played for, I think it's coming up for a good solid 10 months or so. And Heresy and the Hive has always had a soft spot in there, and I'm pretty sure Buan, you would probably also really enjoy them, especially if you kind of know or a little bit about the lore about them. So yeah, that's coming up, and I think on Saturday evening, I think at normal time, I will be streaming I think we're doing waves again, because I've realized I have a lot of companion quests to do, and also come back to that. And at the moment I kind of seem to have done most things in Monster Hunter a little bit, so I'm a little bit tired from that. But we'll definitely return back to Monster Hunter as soon as the event is out, so basically a week later. And next Monday, there will be a special, and I think it's really fitting. Next Monday, we will be streaming Badlurs Gate 3 again, when we go to hell on Easter Monday. I don't know, I'm really proud of myself. Bringing up the timing, it doesn't really kind of fit, but it's funny. That was a quick rundown of the stream schedule. You can also find it on Blue Sky, and at the same time, also in the Discord channel that I had posted. I will try and pass on the link a little bit more. There. Is there anything else that aside from again forgetting to go looking for who I want to raid while rambling? Barabans Zest. I think we will go back to raiding Zest. I feel like that's a cool way to end, and also say hi to her, especially I think I haven't managed to drop by for quite a while. So let me set things up. So yeah, again, thank you everyone for joining. Yeah, I'm going to be raiding her. Especially kind of intrigued by the game that she's been playing recently. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Chat, thank you also, Shaw, for the raid, and also all the additional new followers that come and joined the layer. It's slowly getting a little bit homey, and that's really fun and cool. Okay, no worries, Buan. Enjoy, and yeah, take care. Take care. Be nice to a person. That also includes yourself, and yeah, see you hopefully soon. Because yeah, see you already on Friday. You. So have a nice day, or rest of day.